I'm not doing that. That's got to be copyrighted. Plus the fact, he's a bit of a fascist. I'm not having any of that. Hello, you lovely people of the internet, and welcome to another day of me being seriously messed up. And today, I can't even do this today, you know. And today's Seriously Messed Up comes to you from Leadworks. I'm volunteering today behind the bar, selling coffee to people, not alcohol, unless they buy something within the licensed hours, which I hope they don't, because I hate dicking about with alcohol. But on the plus side, if they do buy alcohol, Leadworks gets more money. So yeah, I'm here in Leadworks, selling me soul to Leadworks, and not DJI, wherever they are. DJI still haven't got back to me. Right, I'll get back to you. Hey Mark, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube on various ways of editing footage in DaVinci Resolve, and there's people who are shilling for various plugins, and like they say, oh yeah, this will cut your workload down to it's only like 25 minutes instead of 2 hours. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. How much is it? And it's like £120 a year. And it's like, they're not trying to sell it to me, are they? I'm not the person they're looking for. I'm not sure who the person they're looking for is, but it's not me. I mean, us people at the bottom, what are we supposed to do, eh? Oh, it takes you longer, it's okay, because people at the top, people who can afford to buy the thing, they need to be able to edit faster than what you do. If you can afford £100 a month, which it might have been more than 120, I can't remember what it was now, I should have really looked. But if you can afford that kind of money a year, not a month, I don't know even what I'm saying, £100 a year, I know it was more than 100, it was like 120, 140, something like that, it really was. If you can afford to pay that a year in a one-out payment, then you're doing all right, aren't you? You know, it's one of them things, you know. Imagine if you can just do that. I can't just do that. Wish I could. But then, would I really want that anyway? I love editing. Why would you want to make the editing experience less hands-on? I mean, plus the fact, I can imagine it's because it's some sort of AI thing, obviously. It's been trained on something. And I presume it runs locally rather than running to a cloud. But if it runs through a cloud, then it's definitely not worth it. But if it's something that runs locally, which, considering you're actually paying a substantial amount of money, it's not going to be running locally, is it? But if it's running locally, it makes sense, but it won't be, will it? So if I was running on my computer with my footage, imagine it's trying to work out what I'm saying. Even I can't understand what I'm saying sometimes, and it's me who's saying it. And in my experience, any of those, do you remember like Dragon Speaks and those other things? Whenever I try and talk to a computer, it doesn't understand my accents. And they had the thing like a command that's like scratch that, which means I don't want that. And I'd say scratch that, so it would literally write up scratch that, but it wouldn't interpret it as an instruction to go back. So it would say scratch it, and no, scratch that. And then it wouldn't scratch that either, nothing got scratched. And so I gave up with it. And I have much the same thing in trying to train an AI voice, because it's one of the things you can do natively within DaVinci Resolve Studio, is you can get it to overdub for you, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to overdub, obviously, you know, for the bits that I get wrong. But you've got to give it a script. I don't have a script. And so I'd have to have a script of what I wrote, a script written down of what I said. Even I can't understand what I'm saying. So I'm never going to be able to do it. So I just give up on these things, you know. I'll do it the hard way. I'll earn the hard yards until maybe I'm rich and famous enough. And I still wouldn't hire somebody to do the editing for me. I'd hire someone to do the videos with me. Not using me as a video camera, because that wouldn't work. I mean, where'd you put the USB for a start when you want to connect it up to something? No, just don't. So that's the problem that I would have anyway. It's like, I would happily hire someone, if I could afford it, to be an accomplice in making these videos. I'm happy editing, because editing's fun. It's the best bit, apart from other bits that are better. I mean, there's part of me that does say that, like, the best bits are the bits that you don't do. It's a bit like the music thing, as Miles Davis said. It's not the notes that you play, it's the notes that you don't. So you get to, I got so good at jazz, because I don't play it I'm just a genius. All those notes that I don't play are just absolute genius. And it's the same with making a video. The best bits are bits that I don't make. There's a lesson there somewhere in all of that. There is a lesson. Don't know what it is. But when I do work it out, I'll write the book and then people will be able to buy it on Amazon. Other booksellers are available, but like they're probably going to get bought up by Amazon fairly soon, so don't expect too much. Oh, there is one though. There is one in Plymouth, a really cool one. The Old Curiosity Shop. Not sponsored by him. Don't want to be sponsored by him. I don't want them to give me money or books, but it's an independent bookshop in Plymouth, and they sell books. And they're not affiliated with Amazon. They don't have anything to do with Amazon, and that is a good thing. I'm not shilling for them. I'm not. Whoever it was who suggested that, you're wrong. So just seeing how Rob, he's been in, had a really good conversation. I can't believe I've just made myself a coffee and then put it over there, back in the sack. You should always remember to drink coffee. So yeah, but anyway, we had a really good conversation about cameras and lenses and insulting each other, of course, because you know that is the only way you can show real friendship and affection in Britain, is by calling people names. The more disgusting the name is you call them, the more you like them, kind of thing. It's like I refer to Adam the Yeti who works here. I refer to him as Bellend on my phone because like he's like a brother to me, right? I've got him a little keyring thing that says B is for brother and also for Bellend. And we call each other Smaghead as well, because he used to call me my actual brother Smaghead. But because like he's carked it now, selfish bastard that he is, that just leaves me with like Adam the Yeti, who's my adopted brother. He's my little brother, he's maybe 6'4", 5, whatever. He's my little brother, and I call him Smaghead. He's got the same kind of humour as me actual brother. Bit of a really. I don't know what I'm doing next now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nothing exciting has happened. I don't want anything exciting happening, actually. Exciting things happening here is the last thing that I want. A bit of not exciting. I'm going to carry on drinking my coffee anyway. Thinking about what to say next. Going to be a bit longer than I expected to be, because the jobs that are getting done while I'm here are still getting done. So I'm still here. So this is me still being here in Leadworks. I still haven't had any idea what I could talk about other than me day. A lot of the people who come in here, we've got like we've got the Stonehouse community fridge here, and a lot of people come in here for that, which is, it works in a similar way to a food bank, but without needing a reference or unlimited time you can use it or anything like that. You can just come in and take what you need. That's the whole purpose of it, is so people take what they need, because it reduces food waste and it helps people who are like struggling, you know. But you don't have to be struggling, that's the whole point of it. There's no limitation on it. I think there's a fairness thing, you know, don't take more than you need. And if you've got stuff that you don't need, bring it in, share it with other people. It's a great system, it is, it's a great system. Kept me fed in my lean days, you know. You can imagine me having lean days. I mean, look at me. I don't have lean days. So I'm back home now anyway, and I've stuck my head under the cold water, and I've got my spandex off, and I'm feeling so much better. It's very tiring. It's very tiring. I used to be able to do Leadworks all day, no problem. Really struggle with it now. I'm like a shell of my former self, but it was good seeing it was good seeing people today. Some people miss me. It's obviously saw Rob, saw Donna, I saw a few other people. We got to see Alan, who's a proper doctor, not one of those medical ones, proper doctor. Anyway, what have I done? I've still got to tidy this place up, because I still haven't done it. I did my dishes yesterday, didn't do the tidying, didn't do anywhere near enough tidying. I fell over the thing a few times, it really bloody hurt. I wasn't happy about that. I'm pretty much stuck for interesting things to say, because I am very tired. Oh, come on, there's got to be something interesting, Hazel. Just one thing that's interesting. A little while ago, I got into a kerfuffle with PayPal, because I owed them money. because like PayPal credit, and I couldn't afford to do the repayments, and I'm still stuck with that. So it means that all subscriptions that I had with PayPal, even though it doesn't come out of a credit or anything like that, it comes directly out of my bank account. All of those things are blocked now. So there's a few things I'm subscribed to that it comes back and says, oh, you haven't paid that, this is due. And like one of them was 5 days. 5 days overdue. Didn't show up in my emails, even when I looked for it. Still can't work out where it was. But I've paid that now anyway. I've got a new chair arriving today. So I'm looking forward to a bit of comfort, because I'm hoping it's going to be one that works for me. Because the red chair that I was sat in for ages, although it helped me compared to the chair that I had before that, because the chair I had before that was just too big. It was the seat from the back of it to the front of it was too big, and so my legs never quite. The bend in my knees sort of went over the side of it rather than being clear of it, and it caused a lot of problems with my circulation, which it certainly exacerbated the problems that I've got with my legs. So I got the red chair, and that's been better. But now with it, I was never able to lean back. It's not that sort of chair where you can lean back and be supported. And so I've got this black chair now. It's one that I found randomly by Leadworks ages ago, and I brought it home. So I had a spare chair here for when people come, so they got somewhere to sit. And I'm sitting on that at the moment, and it is better than the red chair in that it does support my back. It has got my back, and it doesn't just rock back. So it means I can do the thing and sit back and have a supported back. But it's not quite right. So I'm hoping this new chair. And you see, this is the thing, if I had you've all heard of, or you should have heard of by now, is Sir Terry Pratchett's theory on boots. I've mentioned it more than once, I think. But the same thing applies to beds and chairs. When you're somebody, like we spend a lot of our time on our feet, so good shoes are important, and good shoes are expensive. But if everybody could wear good shoes, then our feet would be better, which would make our legs would be better, our backs would be better. We'd be healthier because of having good shoes. Things like that do actually make a difference over time. In short time things, everything's cool, but over a whole lifetime, having good quality shoes that are supportive in all the right ways is life-changing as you get older. And the same thing is for a bed. Having a decent quality bed. Everyone should have a decent quality shoes, a decent quality bed, and a decent quality chair to sit on if you spend a lot of time sitting, which I do. So again, the bed, we spend, maybe 8 hours of our day asleep, or night asleep, depending when you sleep, if you sleep. And so having a good bed that is supportive in the right way for you is essential. I mean, if you have a good night's sleep, then you heal and you recuperate better, which gives you a better quality life. And the same thing goes for the chair. I mean, absolutely, we shouldn't spend so long sitting down. Let's get up and move around for a few minutes, like every half hour or so. It's really important. Unfortunately, I sit and get totally lost in what I'm doing and end up sitting for hours doing the stuff that I do. Like when I'm editing a video, it can be 2 or 3 hours if it's a complicated thing, like there's loads of little effects and things like that, because I've got to play it back to make sure it works, and then tweak it until it's right, and all those minutes soon pile up. And so it can end up like 3 hours sitting there. Or when I'm researching stuff, I call it researching. When I'm finding out things that interest me, I can spend hours sitting watching stuff, taking stuff into me brain. I know I don't always talk like I know stuff, but I do know stuff. I just can't formally put it in a way that makes sense. And occasionally I will use words like I did earlier, exacerbate. It's like, where's that come from? Why do things like that fall out of me gob when the rest of it is so common? I love words. I love communication. So anyway, so all that time we spend, we should have everyone should have a good chair. I mean, but what I would love is a good chair, but I would also love one of those desks that you can change the height of it and then have a walking thing, and then I could get fitter while I'm listening to something or watching something. That would be good for me. Other people might not want that, might not need that. These are things that are essential for a little bit of quality of life. I mean, I know it's like, again, this is the thing, I'm not at the bottom of the pile. But the people at the bottom of the pile are only there, mostly, because none of this stuff was ever available to them in the first place when they weren't at the bottom of the pile. And it's only luck that you get off the very, very bottom of the pile when you're down there. You can say, oh, you've got the grit to do it. It's like, yeah, you might have the grit to do it, but everything else has got to work along with you, otherwise you're fucked. I'm a really big advocate of wherever people are at, as you intervene then. It's like raising somebody's rock bottom, innit? Instead of them having to go down to the very bottom, to be at the bottom of the pile before they get help them before they get there, then it won't cost as much because you're saving lives. It would make such a difference if we had a system like that thought ahead, because saving someone before they hit the bottom is cheaper in the long run. You've got to play the long game. I don't know how I ended up here, but it's really interesting that it did. I enjoyed that last little bit. Thank you for watching this video, listening to me if you weren't watching it, or turning the volume down and just having it playing because you're kind like that. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.